Hello there, and welcome to our very first ever episode of Stitched Narratives by Wildside Media. My name is Alexia, and I'm here with my very lovely co-host.
Hi, I'm Myra, and we are joined by Vina and Les the DJ. Yay! We're very excited to have them here to celebrate AAPI month and to give you guys a little bit of a summary of what Stitched Narratives is all about.
Stitched Narratives it's a podcast about how people who have what we like to call intersecting identities.
Yes.
So people who belong to two or more generally marginalized groups, how they tell their stories through their style. So I had a wild, harebrained idea to just write an article about that, and then Monica from Wildside was like, or a monthly podcast with Myra Rivera, and I was like, Myra Mejia, and I was like, yes, oh my gosh, absolutely. So here we are.
Yep, we met and we hit it off like instantly, and so I'm glad that your baby brainchild has, bloomed, and we're here today.
I'm glad that you're part of the baby brainchild.
Yes! We made a baby.
We made a baby, Myra.
Congratulations.
Amazing.
Thank you so much.
Okay. Let's get into the questions.
Let's do it.
Yes.
Let's
okay.
do it.
And so this is for both of you guys. You can answer. Maybe Vina, you could go first. So because this show is about your intersecting identities, we would love for you guys to share what you guys' intersecting identities are.
Sure. So my name is Vina. Hi.
Hi.
I am known as a food photographer, social media, restaurants, primarily do comms for the hospitality industry. Have been doing it for the past 15 years. So sort of a jackie of all trades of food photography, social, I can't even think. Whatever the restaurant needs, I do. Yes, I do all the things.
Yeah.
Oh, and I'm a graphic designer by degree. So
amazing.
Wow,
generally,
that's awesome.
generally anything.
Yeah.
Very cool. And so this is AAPI month, and so I want to know a little
Asian
bit.
American, Native Hawaiian, Pacific Islander Heritage Month.
The full Monty.
The full Monty. And so we'd love to know a little bit more about your individual cultures. And anything else that you may identify as that like goes into shaping who you are and the work that you do.
Sure. I'm Lao. So my parents immigrated here. They both came here during high school. I was born in New Zealand. And have lived in New Zealand, Hawaii, and I'm from Virginia. I'm a Northern Virginia gal, and I work for predominantly an Asian-owned restaurant group here in DC. Shout out to Makedo on 8th Street.
Oh, nice.
If anybody's there, I do arts and social and for them. But I like to just support all of the community that we have here, in art or otherwise. That's how we met.
Yeah,
nice.
tell us that. Well, Les, I'd love to hear from you as well. Just
Really?
a little
Can
bit
I
about
just be
who
quiet?
You are, what you do, who you are, what you do, a little bit about your culture, and then anything else that you identify as that goes into making the incredible human that you are.
I am less Talusan. Obviously, I live here, but I am from Caloocan City in Manila in the Philippines. But I've lived in DC for like longer than home, so this is home. I DJ, I take photos. I am the co-curator of Sama Sama Art. What else do I do? I co-founded Sampaguita. It's a rock camp for Filipinx girls in the Bay Area.
That's dope.
I also, I don't know, I DJ everywhere. I do a lot of community things.
Yeah, I think when we're of this community and we do so much, it's hard to, it's hard to write it. If you write down my bio, I haven't
Absolutely.
written a bio
I don't know
in
where to.
10 years, so
It's like
it's really hard. I'm
Asian stuff, queer stuff,
art stuff, people
art
stuff,
stuff, people stuff.
DC stuff.
Yeah.
I like history. I'm the what is it? Culinary director of this year's DC Walls Festival for Kelly Tolles, the mural.
Amazing.
So October, I will be curating the food for that, for the artists.
That's exciting.
Yeah.
Congrats.
Thank you.
So we do all the things.
We do all the things.
Thanks.
Yeah.
We don't.
Yeah, sorry. My answer, the way I answered is just like, it's so hard to be like,
It is.
what do I do? Who am I?
Oh, you know what we don't do?
What?
Sleep.
Oh.
Right.
Yeah. We don't do that.
But I think what you all are touching on is exactly like why Myra and I wanted to do this podcast so badly, is because when you do have all of those things happening in one person, it is extremely difficult to not just write down your bio, but curate who you are. And so because, we're going to talk about all the things, food, culture, but because this is primarily, a style podcast, and that's our bag, I'd like to think.
Yes.
I think we would love to know how all of those things that you are, all of the things that you do, all of that incredible culture, how that's really influenced your style. Like, let's just start there.
Oh, damn. Well, I used to joke that I was the Miss Frizzle of whatever company I was in. So I used to work in a Miss Frizzle. It's from it's a teacher. It's a cartoon.
The Magic School
It's
Bus?
from the Magic School Bus. And so if they were going to space that day, she would be wearing a space dress,
Okay.
And it was with patterns on her dress. So depending on which restaurant I would be in, I would dress like that
That
restaurant.
is so cute.
So Maquetto, which is very black and white, very simple, a lot of black and white,
You matched me today, though.
on purpose because I didn't know what to wear. When you don't really think of yourself as a stylish person and someone was like, we love your style, we want to talk about it, you panic. Immediate panic. And so the easiest thing to do is Les always wears black. So I'll just counteract that.
Yeah.
So I just wear white.
Spy versus spy.
Yeah, spy versus
I love
spy.
it. I mean, you guys
Yeah.
are great.
Thank you.
You too.
amazing.
Both
Yeah,
of you.
you guys
Thank
look great,
you.
too.
Thank you. Myra always looks incredible.
I know. That's why I remember Myra from the party that I saw you.
Thank you. Okay. Love fest.
I love that so much.
Oh, so I, for example, with your question, like cultural, like yesterday I DJ'd at the National Museum of Women in the Arts, and I was just wearing my regular clothes, but then I put on a butterfly sleeve harness, which is a Filipino thing, Filipiniana. So that's it. And then I wore this. This to the people who are only listening and not looking at the video. This is a gangsa, which is a gong from the Philippines. They're from the Igorot. So they're the indigenous Filipino. And my indigenous Filipino friend was the one that gave it to me.
Wow.
So I wore this.
So special.
That really is.
Okay. So now that we know a little bit about your fashion influences with your culture, have you guys ever felt like you faced any challenges or barriers in kind of cultivating your own sense of style, or is it ever evolving? Like, how would you describe your style journey?
I definitely go through phases. I think in my 20s, I wore a lot of skirts with a sweater with a scarf. And then it was dress with a cardigan and boots.
Oh, cute.
I'm kind of in my dress. It's either a dress or it's a jumpsuit. It kind of just depends on where I'll be. If I'm in photographer mode, anything with as many pockets as I can, because lens cap, phone, bandana to wipe your lens.
Yeah.
Lately I just try to be comfortable, maybe look cool, and not overthink it as much. The whole thing of, was it like style is pain or like fashion is pain or whatever? I was like, no,
No,
no.
comfort
Not for
only.
you.
like my foot arch could never, like I could.
So why did that take me out so bad?
Yeah.
I just don't want to go into an event thinking I need new shoes,
Yeah.
or I will change into shoes later. Just be comfortable going in. Yeah.
I have one time my shoes just, because I wear the same shoes every day.
Yeah.
Almost every day I wear the same shoes, but these are oh my god, I'm Blundstones.
Oh.
One time I was gonna DJ a Fashion Santa event, and I looked for you for TA. I looked at my shoes and I was like, oh my god, they look so busted now. So I ordered a new pair,
Nice.
and this is what I'm wearing.
Okay,
now.
good.
So I
love
had
it.
to retire that old one because I was just like, you know, when the edges of the shoes are just like and you're imbalanced.
Yeah.
And then I was
Your
like,
foot's
Fashion
hanging out of
Santa?
it? Yeah.
Well, my foot wasn't hanging. It still looked okay, but I was like, not fashion event okay. I was like, and
Yeah.
not like because people could see me see my legs.
Sure.
Because sometimes at my gigs, like people only see like half of me.
Yeah, yeah.
So I could be wearing like just a panty if I want. I'm just kidding. I don't do that. I never knew.
Right now, none of us are wearing pants.
We are not wearing pants right now.
There's nothing
None
below
of
this
us wear
counter.
panties. So I was like, that might be true.
This is a judgment-free zone.
Someone
So
here is commando, and it's okay. Oh yeah, so like with
Comfort.
exactly.
damn, I'm getting all the tea.
So with the fashion evolving, so since I went to school in the Philippines and we had to wear uniforms, so except for part of college and I was playing in a bunch of bands too, so I would go in phases where, I mean, I was in a goth band. I was wearing like all black. But not because of the goth band, because I just was in that phase.
Yeah.
And then some days I'd be like so colorful, you know. And that happens to me like every few years. But also the struggle is my body, because like it just changes so much. And I am currently going through perimenopause. And my body is softening. It's changing, even though I'm super active. So you know, I'm annoyed because, like, for example, my go-to pants, when I find a pair of clothes that I like, I just buy like the same thing.
Okay.
So I wear when was the total solar eclipse of 2016 was, I think, the first time I bought hiking pants. I think.
So specific. Like to the day.
Yeah.
I remember because it was a pivoting moment with my pants.
Yeah. Picture
Because
this.
So we
2016.
went to like REI and I was like, oh, these pants from North Face, like they're good. Like that, I feel like it's good. Like with it felt comfortable, but then also I'm clumsy. I always get myself wet. So I was like, this will be fine for events.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that it could dry easily.
Yeah.
So I bought like 6 of them. And then I DJ'd someone's wedding and they worked at North Face. And then I bought more because they like hooked me up with like
I was about to say, did they hook you up?
yeah, like a huge
Amazing.
discount.
Wow.
I'm like, how many different ways can you style North Face pants?
Who
That's a
knew that
fun-
this was going to be an ad for North Face today?
That's it. I'm sorry, but no, it's
Shout
not.
out to North Face.
No shout out to North Face because they stopped making it. They changed the silhouette. They made it more feminine, and
Never
then
mind
they
North
made it
Face.
a little crop,
Yeah.
and then they made like the side to have like a curly thing. And I'm just like, you know,
Curly thing.
Do you pull it and then
like
you
the
know,
pull.
for hiking? It's just like
No.
that's too much.
Yeah.
So now I'm in a struggle of
Doing
finding
the most.
my
They're doing the
new-
most.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Check yourself, North Face.
I know, seriously. But anyways, yeah, my style evolves, but also I'm a no fuss person. So it's like, what am I doing today? What's my goal for the day? So on Monday, I DJ'd for WIAPI, which is the White House Initiative on Asian American, Native Hawaiian, and Pacific Islander for their 25th anniversary. And then a few hours after that, I was photographing for Apex,
Oh, yeah.
Asian Pacific American Institute of Congressional Studies. So, I mean, like I said, I always wear these Blundstones. I always wear the North Face pants because it's, you know, like it's just comfortable.
Yeah.
But I changed like from like a black top and a necklace and my seki jacket. I changed into just a long sleeve shirt, but all black all the time.
Oh,
so
that's real.
that's yeah.
I think if you remember, like, gonna age myself, but 17 magazine.
I'm the most ageist of this room.
like 17 magazine or like Cosmo way back in the day, and they'd be like, take your look from like day to night, right?
Yes.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
It's the same thing, but of like, how do you go from like admin computer mode to like photographer mode to, oh, I might go see people mode, you know, like all in one go. So my style kind of just like can do all of those things, you know, hopefully.
Yeah.
Or you're
It
just,
does, it works.
or you're just mildly overdressed, but who does,
mean,
Mildly overdressed for admin,
Yeah.
but regular dress for the rest.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Admin at home.
Always gotta
that
look
is.
good. Always
I think
look good, feel
We
good.
would always rather
Yeah.
be a little overdressed than a
Truly.
little,
Yeah, I
you know.
love
Truly.
I'm always
I wear a ball
Not
gown to
me.
go grocery
I
shopping.
like to
I don't give a
be.
fuck.
I like to be
Yeah.
underdressed, so I'm really.
Oh, I'm opposite. Nice.
Yeah, the less, the better.
I love this.
Yeah.
I've started to embrace my house dress life,
Oh,
you know?
Mumu, your mumu life.
Yeah, my mumu
Yeah.
life. But
I
for me, it's just like a
like-
giant sundress, you know?
I
Yes.
love it. It's so comfy.
I want
Yeah.
to be in my muumuu era so bad.
What's
I
stopping
think-
you?
What's stopping you right now?
I think I've like started with these little like I'm really into these like
I love
print
it. You're
shirts
halfway
that
there.
I had to find a way to take myself from a school to a fashion podcast.
No, that's
today.
great.
So I was like muumuu era. We'll make I need to get more hair scarves. Whatever. So
I'm all for that.
Sorry.
I have a fun question for you.
They're all been pretty fun, I'm just saying.
Because we've been talking about like, you know, having to take things from like the restaurant to the event to the pod to the this to the that. And I'm so curious about this. I've always wondered with food bloggers and people that do food.
Sure.
People that do food.
I definitely do food.
Do you ever find any parallels between your approach to style and your approach to food?
Yeah, actually. So in terms of food photography as well as my style, you kind of want to Coco Chanel it, where you remove something at the end. So the way with food photography, and so sorry for the people who are listening to this, but if you're arranging things, you're arranging it until it generally makes sense, right? You're playing Tetris with food until it makes sense. If you think about it, like I like when I go into styling a table, I think of it as how is it going to look if there were actually people at this table? If you were serving spaghetti, why would there be chopsticks? You know, so like the things that are in your setting have to make sense. And the same, I guess, matches my style of like, I definitely don't like too many accessories, or I don't mind a lot of accessories as long as there's a cohesion about them. And I think that your accessories are going to shine more if there are less. So like yours, I think are great because they match, right? They make sense. They tie in with their shirt. So sorry for the people who are listening. But I also admire people who kind of go about their style with a 16-year-old went to Claire's and bought all the things vibe too, because like I think that's cute.
Yeah.
And you know, so kind of just I like everybody's different. You know,
Yeah.
like it's just everybody. You know, all the things. I love pockets. Pockets are a thing.
Pockets are the best.
Unless you're running late and they get caught on your like door handles.
Oh my god.
And then you get mad.
Okay, I think we're like winding down actually.
Oh.
I mean, we can keep talking. I'm just talking about the list of questions.
Oh, okay.
But
We'll freestyle
for-
it. It's great.
for Les, so I would love to know what some of your musical inspirations are. Like, how does it inspire what you DJ, and how do they influence your sound and maybe possibly style even? Like, you were telling me you went through a goth phase, or you were in a goth band. Like what else are you hiding from us?
All the things.
Tell me more.
I don't know. I don't really understand what musical inspiration means, but I'm obsessed with music since I was a child.
Okay.
I've known I wanted to do something with music.
Yeah.
So I've been in a bunch of bands since I was 15,
Nice.
14. I don't remember right now. my God. Oh yeah, 14 I think was when I started to play bass, and then I was playing shows when I was 16. Anyways, the goth band, it was just, I was in like 5 bands at some point, and one of them was a goth band, one was a shoegaze band, and
Wow.
it was just like all sorts of stuff. I don't have any musical inspirations. My inspiration is I'm a music lover.
Yeah.
And so
music is the whole
music is the inspiration.
inspiration.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's it. And that hasn't influenced me into how my sound and style is.
Mm-hmm.
Because I'm very much I'm very eclectic when it comes to musical taste. But also sometimes when I DJ, it's very bahala na, which means whatever will be, like que sera, right?
Yeah.
And so with my style, really, it's just a no fuss. I just don't want to be fussy, and I am actually really surprised that I get invited to do fashion things and am talking in this fashion podcast because I don't consider myself a fashionable person.
Low-key, same.
Really?
That's crazy, guys. Like,
Because people,
Why am I here?
yeah, I was DJing. Whenever I DJ and people come up to me and be like, "You look so cool.
Yeah.
You're so stylish," and I was like,
Weird. What?
"Thank you."
Yeah, thanks.
And I'm like, "What is it?" It's like, "Oh, cool. You're wearing shades." I'm like, "Because sensory and also bad eyesight."
Because these are prescription,
but
guys.
you make it look so cool.
Yeah, I get surprised with that because I'm like, which part? Because really, recently I was DJing this high whatever event. High whatever. They're not high, but everyone's wearing like it's a gala.
Yes.
Sure. Yeah.
Fancy.
A
There might
fancy
be
event.
a couple high people.
It was a bunch of high people. Anyways, so I'm DJing, and I see oh my goodness, I forget her position, but she's like something attorney general a while back. Anyways, and other people there who are, high, but not like what I'm saying earlier. Anyways.
They might be both. Let's be real.
High-powered, right? But anyways, the light was just like on my freaking eyeballs, like because I'm on a DJ booth.
Right.
And it was just like right there. And initially I was like, should I wear my regular glasses? Which my regular glasses has a little bit of tint anyways. And I was just like, I'm just going to wear my shades in this dark ass room because that light was on me. And then like I'm DJing and then people are like taking my photos. They're wearing gowns and stuff like coming up to me. And I'm like, I'm no one. I'm just like, and then someone's like, you are such a vibe. And I was like, thank you. I'm not sure. Like, so in Tagalog, in the Philippines, when I was growing up, when you actually say vibes, you say magka-vibes tayo. Like
Nice.
you and I get along.
Oh, I love that.
Yeah, vibes. Like we're vibing.
Yeah.
And funny,
Same
now
words
it's
like
a
that.
thing.
Now it's a thing.
But
yeah.
like back home, it's been like, ka-vibes ka yan eh. Like
Yeah.
at least in the 80s.
Yeah.
So, yeah. So when people say vibe, I'm still like processing, like not get along, but like the experience, right?
They could be.
That's
vibing.
true.
Yeah.
They're feeling like we're getting. I'm
They're
not getting
feeling
along
it.
with
They're
you. I'm
feeling your
DJing.
outfit.
Right. Anyways. Yeah. So there's no pretension. Nothing. I don't think too deep. It really is connected to also like I have a lot of money for a long time. So and I was undocumented for a long time. So it's not like I'm gonna waste my money buying clothes.
Right.
Yeah.
So even now, even though I'm fully documented now,
Say it
Just
louder
so
for
you
the
know.
oh, they know. I mean,
Relax, gringo. I am legal here. Okay.
I had to DJ like events that are, like I've DJ'd like Obama White House stuff. Like, of course, they have to check all that stuff. So
Yeah.
Right.
not worried about that. But I'm saying like fashion is not my priority. So I appreciate that people think that what I'm doing
Is.
and how I looks good, and maybe I can influence people into, being like this. Like you
Yeah.
can be like
Yeah.
this. You don't have to spend so much.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
only have a couple of shoes.
Yeah, I think the thing is,
Old panties.
oh my God.
I'm changing it when I find a good one, okay? It's just Uniqlo needs to bring back the
Damn, I just-
aerisms that are loose. Oh no, Uniqlo is my uniform.
Yeah.
Zeki
That
is
makes
like the
sense.
most
That makes
expensive
sense.
thing I would buy, but I wear them all the time. And rest in peace, shopkeepers. Oseki, that brand by the way is Asian woman owned, and they're based in New York. 7115 by Seki, but yeah.
Their materials always were the textiles that they use are very nice.
Yeah, it's actually our friend Seda dresses me up sometimes.
Oh, shout out to Seda who styles me constantly, but you know.
Who what?
Seda, whenever I would walk into shopkeepers, she'd be like, Vina, try this. I'm like, no. I'm just here to sit on my computer in the corner, but I mean, I'll wear this, Seda.
When shopkeepers was open, I would just go there and be like, oh my god, I'm DJing for the solstice. What do I wear? And she would just, you know.
Oh, that's awesome.
So that's
Yeah.
essentially how we met, like physically at shopkeepers, because, right?
It was because it was Sari. I mean, sama-sama though.
Yeah,
Because
yeah.
I was throwing an
Yeah.
art show.
There, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
That's where we met.
Yeah.
Pre-pandemic.
But shopkeepers was one of my company's
Okay.
places. So there's Makedo. At the time, there were a few other restaurants. Shopkeepers was the boutique, gallery, home goods, cafe, like everything. But it also served as headquarters to all of us.
Okay.
I see.
So
Okay.
at any given point, you would see part of home office walk in. And then Les was always there with Seda, who owns it.
Because she's my co-curator for Sama-sama
Sama
Art.
Sama.
Okay.
Yeah. So that's how we met. Yeah.
Oh. Very nice.
My stylist as well.
Everybody's stylist.
That's true.
Yeah.
It's really fun hearing about all of these aesthetics that you didn't even know that you were putting out.
Sure.
Like how I love that you were like, I'm wearing these because sensory overload. Like, how does one make sensory overload look so freaking sexy?
Oh, you're
No?
sweet.
Like, please teach me your ways. Mina, I have another question for you. So we're talking about all of these different aesthetics. You know, what restaurant specifically in DC has your favorite aesthetic and why?
I am highly biased, but Makedo on 8th Street. But it's very airy. There's a lot of natural tones to it, which is, you know, what I like. There's sort of a freedom to wear whatever you want. You know, anything people wear is cool, which I love.
Awesome.
Yeah. I also love that no one has commented that I've been playing with this knife the entire time.
I gave her a knife. I gave her a knife as a gift, by the way.
Like the whole time.
I have
Just
one
twiddling this
in-
sharp ass little knife, you know?
I carry one at all
scared.
times.
Yeah.
Yes, don't mess with us.
I love this already, Myra.
Yeah, this is fun.
Great.
Yeah. Okay.
You
so-
invited the two people
Yeah.
who are not even super.
No, but
So
I
unserious
like
about it
because
all.
you guys are yourselves. Like your
Right.
style and your vibe, your aesthetic is purely yourself, and I think that's what gravitated us towards you, especially
Aw.
to have you guys as our first guest.
Oh,
Honored.
Yay. Honored.
Okay, so we're getting ready to wrap this up, but I would love for you both to share with us anything you have coming up, any events, any accounts. How can we keep up with you guys?
Oh, sure. Coming up. Oh God, I'm going to France with my family.
Oh.
So all of you might as well mute me
No,
on
I'm going
Instagram
to-
now.
Notifications on.
Right? I know.
It'll be like a wall of stories of butter and bread.
Okay, that sounds amazing.
Got you. You can find me on Instagram at
Mantequilla and
Vina
pan.
Sana. It's VINASANA. In October, I'll see you at the DC Walls Mural Festival. I'll be around. I mean, there's always, you know, AAPI month. There's a lot of things happening right there. So there's AAPI cocktail week coming up.
Yes.
Yeah. Oh, good.
Kickoff is at Sama-sama.
We're gonna do
Sorry.
gonna do a
Nice.
mahjong thing at Makedo at the end of the month.
Okay, yes, but speaking of Moo era, like,
Yo, you should show up in a muumuu. I'm here for it. And then Pride Month next month, and there's just a lot happening all the
Yeah.
time. Les, what you got?
When is this airing?
I don't know.
Okay.
Okay.
So it is May. There are so many events,
There's so
but
many events.
Yeah.
so please follow me, Lestalusan, Lestalusan. And also Sama Sama Art. I co-curate Sama Sama Art. We have events where, community. But anyways, this Sunday, Sari Sari Pop-Up Market at Metro Bar. And then we're going to have another one, a closeout for let's just make it short, Asian Month.
Asian month. Shout
Not
out Asians.
to minimize the rest, but Asian Month at Upside on Moore with Cam 46. We co-host these events with Cam 46, and then we're gonna have a Sari Sari Market for the first time at Makero on June 2, Ooh. And also on June 15. Wild Side Media has a big event coming up. You'll find out about it, more information soon. But also, seriously, so many events.
There's
Disco
so many
Tits.
events, yeah.
Wednesday,
yeah.
5/29. The kickoff, the closeout of API Cocktail Week is at Daikaya. I'm DJing that too. Yeah, it's just there's a lot of things, and I don't even know where to start. Oh yeah, Vroom Vroom. I am one of the resident DJs of Dyke Night, and shout outs to Maria. Yeah, I'm gonna be doing Vroom Vroom the evening of 6/2 after I take photos at Makero. Oh yeah, I'm gonna have a photo pop up at Makero, so
Are you?
families
It's
can
nice
come up.
to know that I'm learning about this now.
I know, because I'm just telling you now. You will find out.
Thanks for me the information.
Yes,
as
I will.
Keeper of the newsletters,
I know. We will. I haven't had because we're waiting for DC Public Library to say yes to.
I get it. I
Because
get it.
we're
very, whatever happens, you want to do a book exchange tomorrow? Let's do it.
Yeah, exactly.
We're
That's
those
the way
people.
to live.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Stressed or
Oh, I mean, well, I don't know.
a little bit.
A little bit.
But, for fun.
I like being overwhelmed.
I'm
Yeah.
trying to think of.
Love that for me.
Yeah, I can't think of any other local
I think
stuff.
that's
I'll be
a lot.
everywhere.
I think what's today? The 12th, the 11th,
The
The 13th.
no, je sais pas.
16th.
Oh,
Oh
damn! I would just say if you can support all the Asian
yeah.
for the rest of the month, or always, but definitely support the AAPI for the rest of the month and forever.
Yes.
That'd be cool.
Yes.
Support small, support local, support women.
Yes. yes.
All it's just
Support weirdos, just
Yeah,
not
weirdos.
creepers.
Identities.
Not creepers.
artists.
Yeah.
Support weird brown girls.
I mean,
I mean, yeah, it's true.
thank you so much for having us.
Thank
Thank
you
you for
guys.
your
This was
interest.
It was a lot of fun.
This was amazing.
I didn't go off too off the rails too
No.
hard.
No,
No.
oh
Did
my
I?
gosh.
This was great.
Absolutely
I still
perfect.
Can. You want me to?
I mean, bring out the knife.
Yeah, I've been holding it this
You're
whole time. The knife has not left my hand this whole
All
time.
right. Well, I think that's a beautiful note for us to start wrapping it up. So thank you all so much, Vina, and thank you so much, Les, for coming on. It really was absolutely perfect.
Yeah.
Good. I'm glad.
And yeah, I think Vina said it best. Like, don't just support AAPI people this month. Make it
Every day.
Yeah. So
Day.
Every day.
So until then, everybody, keep stitching your narrative.